Hello, this is Patrick White from AA Commodities and Investments with your market recap video for Sunday, June 2nd. As you can see here, this is Sunday night. On the overnight, it's about 9:10 p.m. We've got corn up about a half a cent, soybeans up 6, and wheat up 5. I'm going to go ahead and keep my compliance department happy and show you this disclaimer. Just remember that everything I say here is just my opinion and there's no direct trade recommendations. If you would like to read the full disclaimer, please pause the video now. All right, so we're a little bit higher here on the overnight on Sunday night. Just taking a look at the weather forecast here, or well, I guess the last 72-hour precip. We had the heaviest rain here out in Ohio and Michigan. That was about 1.5 to 2 inches out there. We had some heavier rain down in Texas and Oklahoma. Other than that, pretty sparse last 3 days of precip there. So a lot of guys looking at getting going and getting a lot of meaningful progress done here this week. But they better hurry up because here's the 7-day forecast. So this is for June 2nd through June 10th. And the southeast obviously is supposed to get the most rain here. That red patch you see there in Arkansas and southern Illinois, southern Indiana, that's 3 to 4 inches of rain. So going to be a pretty rainy week here, and it's supposed to start towards the end of the week. So there might be a couple of good days here. Kind of like last week, there might be 2, 3, hopefully 4 good days for guys to get in for corn planting and soybean planting here this week. But we'll monitor that progress as we move along here. So on Friday we had an advantage alert on soybeans. So I just wanted to touch on that here real quick. We had our significant rally here, our significant push to the upside. We registered our advantage alert on Friday, sent out the signal on Friday after the close. We're still in advantage alert territory here on Sunday night. We've had about a 90-cent rally since this spring's low, so it's been a pretty good run here thus far, and you need to be rewarding as a producer. You need to be rewarding this rally with sales. If they don't work for you here, you certainly don't want to give up the rally, so I'd recommend getting maybe some simple put options on just some downside protection there. So don't want to give up the rally in soybeans because it's just been it's been a tough thing to market here this year. And as you can see here, corn, we're still in an advantage alert as well. We've had our significant rally here over the past 2 weeks here, and we've just been kept adding on here. But I just want to add a couple of things as well. Taking a look at the markets. So here's the July corn chart, and up top here, this orange or this red horizontal line is our 438 resistance level. We've really just had this nice push in here this last spring, and 438 we've tested that once, twice, and now I believe this week we'll see our test of it a third time. So why is the 438 level important? Well, when you look at a monthly chart, I can zoom in here a little bit for you guys. When you look at a monthly chart, basically since June of 2014, we've been between the 438 to 440 level, and then down to like 335. So we've been through in this channel between 440 and 335, since June, July of 2014. So that's a huge range. And that 438, 440 level, that is very good, solid resistance, and it's going to take more than one run at that, obviously, to break out. Now, if we do get a breakout above there, and this is just a continuous nearby chart, if we do get a breakout above there, I don't really have on a monthly chart resistance until like the 520 level. I know that, at 450, 475, $5 especially, there'll be psychological resistance, but if we get a rally above 438, this thing's in breakout mode for sure. So something to keep an eye on, but just for right now, tonight, we tested it on Friday, closed lower, and we're just fractionally higher on the overnight. So something to certainly watch there. So, and then on soybeans and things as well, let me take a look here. We've just got some really good solid resistance up there at the 890 level. And you could even take that trend line down there as well, too. Seeing some trend line resistance there, too. But, really this 890 level has been keeping us capped. We had our nice push up, and we tested this 890 level 1, 2, 3 times, and I believe we'll test it again a fourth time here this week. But, if we could break out of there, we're probably headed up to the 901 to 910 area. This blue line is the 908.5 level, and that is the 200-period moving average. So certainly good for the soybean market. Soybean meal is rallying, and that's typically indicative of a strong bull market in soybeans. So you want to have soybean meal rallying versus soybean oil. Typically, soybean oil really doesn't help you out too much. But yeah, certainly as a producer, you want to be rewarding this rally with cash sales on both corn and soybeans. The higher it gets, the more you should sell. And don't give up the rally. Make sure you get some kind of a downside protection plan in place. Maybe just some simple put options. Maybe start hedging with futures contracts, whatever you want to do. For right now, for me and my business, I've been telling guys that as long as the weather stays wet and the weather forecasts are wet and it follows through and it is still wet, we should continue our uptrend in the grains and oilseeds here. So that's about all I got here. If you guys have any other questions, you can check me out at aa-commodities.com. Otherwise, you can give me a call at 712-262-7606. So I hope you guys get a lot done today, and let's hope we can get a breakout in these markets. Thanks.